This is the dad from MichaelShepard.net, coming to you from Houston, Texas, with another preview of RCS Sports Parents and Coaches Recruiting Workshop 2007, the only workshop of its kind in the United States of America. In this preview, we invite you to meet the great speakers from the 2007 workshop. So, let's get to it.
So that means there was thousands that didn't receive Division I scholarships. Everybody is not going to get a Division I scholarship. That's the reality of it. However, you don't crumble a kid's hoop dreams and go and let them know, hey, you're not going to be one. Let them keep shooting for the stars. You never know. Some kids get better, some kids don't. So in this case, we always have a non-Division I coach on the docket. That way they can explain to you and relay some of the options. Everybody in the world, different summer coaches and whatnot, are going to the past 2 or 3 or 4 years, been spitting out prep schools like there's no thing like that on every corner. But the reality is prep schools cost money. And that's the thing. That's the reality of it. It's okay, yeah, prep schools everywhere, but most of them cost money. In Houston, we've been fortunate enough to have, I guess, schools that are similar to prep schools, and they're called charter schools. And they're not money, they're state-based institutions, most of the charter schools. But however, for the most part, these places around up and down the East Coast, most of them cost money. You have junior colleges, you have NAIA, you have Division II, Division III options. There's a school, I truly believe, in regards to your student athletes, I truly believe there's a school somewhere for everybody. You have to go and apply and do that extra legwork. Because your sons, most of them won't. So we're going to get down to business, and I tell people all the time, when your child enters the 9th grade, they have an imaginary $100,000 in their pocket. And probably by the time your children graduate, there'll be $200,000 in their pocket that'll cost to go to college. And every time they mess around in the classroom, they give money away. You know, every time they don't do homework, they're giving money away. Every time they're not doing what they're supposed to do, they're giving money away. And when they graduate as seniors, they're going to reach in their pocket, they're going to pull out the money. And however much is left, that's what they're going to have to pay to go to school. And so it is very important from the time that they walk on campus as freshmen that you stay on them about what they're going to do. The NCAA, as of August 1st, 2008, they said that any kid who wants to go to college has to have completed 16 core courses. They went up 2. We'll give you some terminology. Okay, first of all, you're going to hear me talk about clearinghouse. Okay, the clearinghouse is a division of the NCAA that's designed specifically to determine whether a high school student athlete is eligible to receive a Division I or Division II basketball, football, baseball, scholarship.
I would say yes, absolutely play any basketball. See, here's the funny thing about recruiting. I always tell people there's 2 things. There's recruiting and then there's reality. See, like my recruiting hat, I come in, I got this smile, and I say all the right things, and kids go, boy, he's really cool. And then we go through our first individual instruction session, and kids are calling home saying, I don't know where that guy's that recruited me. He ain't hear him all out. He ain't hear him too. Because when they get there, we own their time. It's that simple. Between class, study hall, tutors, weightlifting, individual instruction, preseason conditioning, and we haven't talked about practice and travel and games yet. You have no time as a Division I basketball player. Anybody that tells you that Division I college basketball is a lot of fun, I don't think they're quite, it's enjoyable. There's some great experiences, there's some great memories that you build as a Division I basketball player. But is it fun? If your fun is out there torture, that's, you will walk them, but it's hard. It's very hard work, it's very time consuming. The number 1 skill that we teach our guys when they come in freshmen is time management. That's the most important thing. Time management.
So, I think a lot of parents and a lot of recruits fail to ask themselves these type of fundamental questions when they're making a decision. They get too caught up in the the pseudo things, uniforms and rankings and TV and how much am I going to play, all of those things. You know, the question is, how effective of a player am I going to be in the game of life? That's the real question. You want to talk about playing time? How effective of a player am I going to be in the game of life? That's the game I got to win. And so I think you ask these questions as you try to structure and create a game plan for your child's life. This is serious business. In my opinion, it's the second most important decision that child's going to make in his young adult life. The only other decision that's going to be more important than that is who I choose to marry. It's the second most important decision that kid's going to make. And so you've got to put him in an environment, in a structure that's going to allow him to make an intelligent decision. And I believe if you don't have a game plan, you don't have a career plan for your life, the chances are excellent that you're never going to maximize the opportunities that confront you as you walk the streets of life. And I'd say this to you. You can't wish your way to success. You can't hope your way to success. But you can plan your way to success. And I depend on that.
And you're on your own. I'm like a lot of sons. They think they're going to play in the NBA. We get that a lot. We every kid dreams of playing. I think it's a tremendous dream. I've lived it. I played in the NBA. So there's no way I would tell a kid not to dream of that because it's a great job. You get big time money and you work about 6 months a year and you got to really put forth an effort 2 hours a day. It's a great gig, but it's very, very hard to do. I was a 2-time All-American. I was a national champion. I was an Olympic gold medalist. I was the all-time leading scorer. I was 4-time MVP at Indiana. I played for a guy like Coach Knight, the best in the business, the all-time winningest coach in history of college basketball. And I played 4 years, never on a guaranteed contract. I had to go make a team each of those 4 years. So it's hard. I was runner-up to the Naismith Award to David Robinson in 1987. It's hard. It's much, much more difficult than what kids think, that they're just playing Xbox and PlayStation. They just think that they're going to be on that PlayStation game one day. It's not quite that easy. And so my suggestion, if I'm sitting there as a parent that's really concerned about my son, is that when I'm picking a school, I'm going to pick a school on relationship. I'm going to pick a school on what coaching staff I can trust that's not just going to be in it for my son in a 2-year deal or a 3-year deal or a 4-year deal. Who's going to care about my son for a lifetime? You know, what president is going to help my son get a job if all of a sudden the NBA doesn't work? Or my son plays 2 years in the NBA and that's it. Who's going to take care of my son then? You know, that's what college is all about. College is about gaining an education that's going to take care of your son for a lifetime, not 4 years. You know, when my NBA...
Would you look at a young man like that and try to open your program and he's a good basketball player?
You know, in today's game, size doesn't matter. We have a kid 5'5" on our team. We have a kid 5'8", we have a kid 6 foot. It's what's in the heart. It's how hard they play. It's how good they are. You know, as an overall basis. So size doesn't matter. You know, we have some guys who are 6'9", we have 6'10", we have 6'8". Sometimes your 6'6" postman's better than 6'9", 6'10", 6'8". You know, especially at our level. No, size doesn't matter. It all goes into the makeup of the individual. I'm a firm believer in, I'm going to recruit players who have the qualities that I'm looking for as a total person. I'm not going to deal with the joker that I have to push and go to class every day. I don't want to deal with that. If I have to deal with that, I'll get out of the business and go do something else. Go be with my daughters who live along with you and sell cars or something. Any other questions?
This is the dad, and these speakers have just given you a preview of the great information available at the 2007 workshop. You can get your own DVD. Just visit rcssports.com. Stay tuned to michaelshepard.net for more recruiting previews as we come to you from RCS Sports Parents and Coaches Recruiting Workshop 2007 from Houston, Texas,